Welcome back to another radio astrophysics tutorial. My name is Eric Carlson, and today we're going to be looking into VNCing into the NRAO compute cluster using a Ubuntu distro. In particular, today I'm using Ubuntu 22.04 LTS, but you can also use Ubuntu 22.04 LTS, as well as very similar instructions are used in the NRAO documentation for a Red Hat distro. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to install Tiger VNC. In particular, I'm going to install the Tiger VNC viewer. So I'll do that with the Aptitude Package Manager. And then once I've done that, I can SSH into the NRAO compute cluster using my NM post number. And what I'll do here is we can SSH into the master node. And once we've done that, we will generate a interactive node for us to work on. So it's going to be node scheduler -- request and the number of days we want this node for. So I will use 1 for the purposes of this video. And we'll use sqme to see our current running job. So as we can see here, I have an interactive job, which we just initialized on node 40. So what we'll do is we'll SSH over to that node, and we'll log in. There we go. And then the next thing that we'll do is we will run, we will start a VNC server just using the command VNC server. Now, if this is the first time you are doing this, it'll prompt you to to initialize a VNC password. Now, I've already done that, but what we'll notice here is that we are on the third port on NM post 040, and we will just kind of keep track of that here as we VNC over. So what we'll do is we can actually exit out of this. And now that we're back at a terminal, we can do VNC viewer via NM post, via NM our number at ssh.aoc.nrao.edu, followed by NM post, in my case, 040 port 3. There we go. And so what we'll do now is we will log in. And what we'll do is we'll get this little pop-up here that says VNC authentication, and this is where we'll put our VNC password, which we initialized when we started the server for the first time. Now, as we can see here, we have successfully VNC'd into the NRAO compute cluster as we're running on their Red Hat server, and we can go and we can demonstrate this to ourselves by opening up a terminal, seeing that we are in fact on NM post 040, and we can see our current working directory and list the files in it. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, or please send me an email. There is a current video on this channel that also reviews the instructions to VNC into the NRAO compute cluster via Mac. So feel free to watch that video as well.